I'm sorry for the intrusion, but I wanted to deliver these here myself this morning.
Dr. Quartermain.
Hi. Those are tickets for the nurses' ball. The Quartermain family decided to buy a table in honor of the interns.
Oh, thank you. It's very generous. Those tickets are expensive.
Well, you're part of the team now. We think it's important for you to be there.
Of course.
We realize you didn't make exactly the smoothest entrance into the GH routine. And we thought maybe if you saw the senior staff members, you know, a little singing, a little dancing, a little making fools of themselves, you know, it could help.
It's very nice of you. Thank you.
Dr. Marshak, you gonna bring out the tux?
Oh, I'm not much for parties. But my girlfriend, she's an actress, and...
Bring her along. Yeah, it'll be fun, and you guys could use some. On a more serious note, I do have something to say. That review board meeting was extremely important. It had to be done. And I'm very, very pleased the way it turned out.
Me too.
So now we can start off the year on a clean slate and try and forget the horrible way that it actually did start.
Oh, we're all ready for that.
I was very impressed the way the interns stuck together. Most of them, anyway. And please try and remember that the buzzword around here is teamwork.
Great. So now Dr. Q thinks you're a hero and I'm not a team player.
I don't think that he thinks that Joe is a hero. He thinks he was right. And you were wrong.
Well, then he's wrong.
Listen, Marshak, thank you for backing me up at the review board.
I didn't back you up. I just said what I thought.
Well, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that I'm officially going on duty.
Well, it's about time.
I'm off to go cure some people now. Hello.
Excuse me, I hope my being here's all right. You know, I was just looking for, Jake.
I'm sorry, Dr. Burgess. It wasn't my fault.
I don't care whose fault it is. We're talking about a nosocomial infection. We don't wait for those results.
But I never got the blood samples.
Impossible. I ordered them.
I spoke to an intern who said he had the samples, but he refused to bring them down.
Which intern?
Ramsey.
Get the specimens. Put a rush on it.
Right away.
Oops. Are you hospital personnel?
No, not really. Well, of course, I sort of am, in an unofficial sort of way.
Only authorized personnel are allowed in this lab.
Ah, well, obviously you don't know who I am. You see, I am chairperson of the nurses' ball, and I have a meeting with somebody about the nurses' ball, and she told me to meet her here, wait for her here.
Meet her in the cafeteria.
No, can't do that. See, I can't reach her, and I'd be in the cafeteria, and here she'd be, and we'd be waiting in different parts of the hospital.
Well,
so...
your friend should have known better than to set up a meeting in the pathology lab. Now, I am sorry, but you will have to leave.
Well, I hope your little day does improve. Just perfect.
Well, then come to the ball with me.
I can't.
Why? That doesn't make sense.
I'm working backstage.
Why didn't you say that before?
Oh, it was a surprise. I had this great idea to get to know all the bigwigs and let them know that Dr. Marshak was the best doctor in the entire hospital. I mean, isn't that brilliant?
What?
You know, I cannot wait to get you home tonight.
When did you decide to volunteer?
You know what? You better get going or that Burgess personnel is going to be all over you for being late.
Dr. Ramsey, I needed those lab results first thing this morning. However, I did not have them first thing this morning. Why?
I don't know.
Unacceptable answer. Did you call the technician?
Yes.
And?
And he told me to bring the samples down to the lab myself.
And did you?
No.
No.
No, I'm not the messenger boy.
Dr. Ramsey, a patient died from an infection he might have picked up in this hospital. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Good. So since we are talking about life and death, we tend to take our responsibilities very seriously.
I do.
No, you were in a power play with the lab tech and you didn't do your job.
The lab tech didn't do his job.
I don't care. Lab techs aren't in my charge. Interns are. You are. So either you drop this elitist garbage or find another line of work. You understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Dr. Burgess, I just ran into Marty O'Brien. He'll have those test results you wanted at 10.
Good.
Do you want me to get them for you?
Yes, thank you.
So don't tell me. O'Brien, Scanlon, old family friends, right? Another member of the Joe Scanlon fan club?
You know what, Ramsey? Do me a favor. You take care of your patients and you stay off my back, all right?
My daughter's life for $5 million.
It's good that you could get it together so fast. It gives us flexibility.
Right. So what are you doing hanging around?
Well, I live here. And I've got nothing else to do until the nurse's ball.
You know, I really appreciate you letting me wait around in here like this. You know, if I had to meet my friend in the cafeteria or anywhere, I probably would have missed her completely.
I have to go over to emergency for a while.
Ah, okay. Go ahead. I'll be here.
I have to lock the door.
Oh, okay.
You don't understand. You have to leave.
Oh, Marty. That's right. May I call you Marty? You know, I guess you're figuring maybe you couldn't trust me or anything, but I promise you I would not run my fingers over your little vials at all. I mean, I wouldn't want to touch that icky, sticky stuff in there.
I'm sorry. I can't let you stay. I'll get in trouble.
Oh, Marty, you're forgetting. Remember, I am chairperson of the nurses' ball. I have raised so much money for General Hospital.
Please don't make me call security. I'd really hate to do that.
And you don't want to do that. I know you don't. And I promise you, no one will know I'm here. I'll just be quiet as a little mouse. Swear.
I'm gonna have to call someone.
No, you... Okay. Fine. Your loss. Go ahead. Call. Go ahead. See ya. Bye. Been fun. Hasta luego. Hey, you didn't just see anybody. Did you come through the door, or did you hear anything?
No. What is that?
It's a prayer card from a Catholic church.
That's weird. That wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't. It's from Our Lady of Lost Souls Church.
Let me see that.
No, you know, it's mine. I must have dropped down my purse, you know, when I bumped in coming in. But thank you, for everything. Ta.
Looking for you all day.
I have been learning how to tap a wriggling baby with possible meningitis. I've been drawing blood. I've been starting IVs. Oh, I almost forgot to order crucial lab tests. I think I'm going to be a crossing guard when I grow up.
Well, listen, before you go to sleep, I have something I want to give you.
Oh, flowers. That card was so nice. Thank you. But you didn't have to do that.
Well, listen, you didn't have to go out on a limb for me either, but you did.
You already thanked me.
Yeah, I did. When?
When I saw your face light up when they reinstated you.
Yeah, it was so cool. I was finally officially a doctor here at GH. And I have you and Scott to thank.
Scott was pretty cool, wasn't he?
So were you. You know, I'm the happiest I've been since I can remember. And it's all because of you. And I will never forget what you did for me. Ever.
Close that door! Sorry. You're gonna have to learn to knock. Well, you're gonna have to learn to lock the door. And don't hog the bathroom all night. I have to get ready for the nurse's ball.
Tough. Take a number.
I'm timing you. I want you out in 5 minutes.
While you're waiting, you can clean up that mess you left.
What mess?
The cup and the spoon.
are you doing?
Money. Is it worth all the mess?
Well, to some people it is. You know, I am still amazed at how quickly you pulled it together.
Let me tell you something about money. When you got it, everybody's got their hand in your pocket, and that's why I'm standing here worried about my kid right now.
Is it typical for a kidnapper to give a whole week's lead time on a ransom?
Nothing's typical in these cases.
Well, you know, we're talking about $5 million there. I mean, maybe they thought it took me about a week to get it together.
We already know whoever this is knows who you are and that wouldn't be a problem.
What are you suggesting?
Something's off.
Oh, would you come on?
What?
You know, I gotta wait a week until I get my kid back, and I don't want to listen to you going on about how things have gone wrong right from the get-go.
Yes, my child. How long has it been since your last confession?
This is obscene. Aren't you ashamed asking me to meet you in a church? Aren't you afraid you're going to be struck by lightning or something?
Oh, no, no. The only thing I'm afraid of is being poor. How's the money situation?
It's just fine. You know that. How's Serena?
Oh, didn't you get the picture I sent you?
Yes, I did. Of course, I was very reassured by that.
Oh, just better than nothing. Which is all you've had for these many long, long years.
You know, I don't usually say this to people, especially not in a church, but I hate you. I really, really do.
Oh, no, 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 my child. That is a deadly sin. You'll be saying 5 Our Fathers.
Well, you better pray Scott Baldwin doesn't get a hold of you.
Oh, and 3 Hail Marys to boot. I believe we have some business to discuss here, such as, how do you plan to pass me $5 million in front of hundreds of people so that nobody knows?
Scott and I have a plan.
Well, I knew you would.
It's good to. No one will know. Not Mac, not the FBI, not Kevin.
No one, you say? Cross your heart and hope to die.
Yes, so help me, God.
Good, good. Now then, where will the drop be taking place?
No, no. I want to know when we get Serena first.
Tonight.
You promise?
Oh, cross me heart.
Right, like I can really trust you.
Well, we are in church.
Mm-hmm, and I'm sure that makes a big difference to you.
Do you want to get your little girl back or not?
Yes, you know that I do.
Yes. And now? Why don't you reveal to me how you plan to? Show me the money.
The kidnapper has been acting out of the blue. He's been keeping us all off guard. Now, why all of a sudden would he give us a whole week's lead time?
Maybe he wants the time.
To do what? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, enough. Enough, all right? You're driving me crazy, Collins.
Crazy Collins. Not like I haven't heard that before.
Now, listen, let's just stick to the plan. I don't want you to trace this money. I don't want you to mark with any infrared lights or some exploding ink, all right? Because we do not want to agitate these kidnappers.
We've already been over it, Scott.
Well, tell me again.
All right, I'm going to have to call my office first.
Now, why is that?
It's routine.
Can you believe that guy? They're up to something. This whole thing stinks.
I'd rather not say anything. I just seem to upset you.
Well, there's a first.
Do you think I forced myself into this situation?
I just think that you overanalyze everything to death.
Well, would you ever go into a courtroom without knowing everything you could about the other side?
Why don't you go wash your car?
No, Scott, because the stakes are too high and you're not functioning at your most effective.
I don't want to think the worst. I don't want to think about my daughter locked up in some closet or beaten or handcuffed or anything else. It's bad enough I gotta wait a week to get her back.
I understand. But doesn't it seem just a little odd that they would risk using a messenger to send a picture of Serena?
I don't know.
And trying to reassure you when you never asked them to.
Unless what?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm just thinking out loud.
I think it's time I told you the truth.